All right, guys, it's time for that CBSI themed hot list. Today's list, top 10 undervalued Silver Age Marvel keys. All right, guys, we are going to get into this list, but first, if you could please hit that subscription button along with that notification bell. If you enjoy the video, hit the thumbs up, and of course, we want to hear from you. What themed hot list would you guys like to see? Now, remember, a themed hot list is just that. It's just a theme. It's just personal opinion. And this entire list was curated by those guys over at CBSI. That's comicbookinvest.com. And I wanted to say thank you for them for this list. We've got 10 books, and there is an honorable mention that you can head over there and check it out. So first on our list, let's talk Fantastic Four. How about Fantastic Four number 12? This is the first appearance of Hulk with the Fantastic Four, but maybe more importantly, it's actually the first crossover of a character with their own title that shows up in another one. Really cool book. This book's already expensive, but it's got room to grow. The reason I say that is the Fantastic Four are coming to the MCU, guys. So why wouldn't this book increase in value? We could potentially have a Thing versus Hulk on the big screen. That would be absolutely epic. Everyone liked Hulkbuster, Iron Man versus Hulk. How about Hulk versus Thing? It's going to happen. It's going to happen. At least I hope it does. Let's move on to number 9 on our list. This is X-Men number 2. The first appearance of Vanisher, but maybe more importantly, this is the second appearance of the X-Men. If you guys notice, the first appearance characters are always skyrocketing. The market right now is super, super strong. So what happens when the first appearance is getting out of reach? You move on to the second appearance. Now, it's still an expensive book, but it doesn't even come close to X-Men 1. You can't have the first appearance. Why not go get the second appearance? Hey, and the Vanisher is showing up too. What the heck? Why not? Let's move on. Number 8. This is a cool book. I've always felt this book was undervalued because it's pretty significant. This is Iron Man and Submariner number 1. It's a one-shot. This book predates Iron Man number 1. This book bridges Tales of Suspense and Tales to Astonish with Iron Man and Submariner solo series. This book doesn't get enough love. It's a really cool cover. I've never really understood why. It's a great book. And again, a one-shot, Silver Age key. Why not? The next book you may have heard of, especially if you're a fan of the channel, one of my favorite books out there that is still super undervalued in my opinion. One of my favorite books on the list. It's actually my favorite book on the list. I'll let you know when we get to my second favorite book. This is Fantastic Four Annual number 6. First appearance of Annihilus. First appearance of Franklin Richards. However, he wasn't named, but he is in this book, and it does get the recognition as his first appearance. I love the cover. Very difficult book to get in high grade. Square bound, annual, very difficult. The reds usually fade, but awesome book. I have invested quite a bit. I have, a lot of shares of this book in my collection, just waiting for any hint of the negative zone, any hint of Annihilus, maybe a tease. We get the Fantastic Four movie after all this time, and maybe they tease Susan is pregnant at the end. I don't know, but you got 2 first appearances in a big Silver Age key. And again, annual, square bound, hard to get in high grade. I love it. Love this book. It's not a secret if you're a fan of the channel. Number 6 on our list. Another book that's expensive, but I think people are almost sleeping on this, as crazy as this sounds. This is Journey into Mystery 84. Not only is it the second appearance of Thor, which is important because that first appearance, Journey into Mystery 83, in another stratosphere of cost, but it's the first appearance of Jane Foster. Everyone knows Jane Foster is coming to the MCU as Thor. Why not get her first appearance? Everyone seems to be fixated on that What If number 10, where Jane Foster makes her first appearance as Thor. this is the book right here, guys. This is, again, Journey into Mystery 84, second appearance of Thor, first appearance of Jane Foster. Yes, it's going to be pricier than the other ones that I mentioned, but still big time Silver Age key that I think some people sleep on. How about this one for number 5? I've always thought this was undervalued, and mostly because the character doesn't get enough love. And this character is extremely important to the Silver Age of Marvel Comics. Sgt Fury. This is Sgt Fury and the Howling Commandos #1. It is the first appearance of Nick Fury. It is the first appearance of the Howling Commandos, a book that doesn't get enough love. It is a little expensive, but there's so much room here, guys. And with the Secret Invasion coming to Disney Plus, you know Fury's going to be front and center with that. Probably him and Talos. Why not look into this? Check the prices out on these. Great book here. And fun fact, I've never found this book in the wild. Out of all the collections I've ever found, I've never found this. So only a few left here. Let's move on. Number 4 on our list. This is another one of those books where if you can't afford the first appearance, why don't you fix on the second appearance? This is Amazing Spider-Man 17. This is the second appearance of Green Goblin. The first appearance is going, gone. Hitting numbers it has never hit before, and mark my words, it will continue to grow. So if you don't want to get in on the first appearance, why not get in on the second with obvious room to grow? Now, this one is pretty affordable in my opinion, especially when you compare it to the first. But again, early Silver Age Spidey, great cover, love the Green Goblin stuff. Awesome book on our list. That is number 4. Let's go down to number 3. This one is probably hitting records as we speak. This one is Captain America 117, first appearance of Falcon. We know Falcon is in it for the long haul. He's the new Captain America. A lot of people have been getting his first appearance as Captain America book. Why not target his actual first appearance? Again, Captain America 117, first appearance of Falcon. On to number 2. Number 2 is my second favorite book on this list. If you're a fan of the channel, again, you've heard me talk about this book. You've heard me say how much I believe this is undervalued. And I didn't even put this list together, guys. This wasn't my list. And 2 of the books on here are ones I've been talking about. This is another Amazing Spider-Man book, 2 first appearances. Sounds a little coincidental. 2 books on this list that I love, both Silver Age keys, both have dual first appearances in them. This is Amazing Spider-Man 31. First appearance of Gwen Stacy. First appearance of Harry Osborn. 2 characters we have yet to see in the MCU. If we get Norman Osborn, watch this book. If you see Norman Osborn show up or even teased in the MCU, watch out for this book. This is the book to get, because what if we get Harry in the Spider-Man movie this year before Norman? What if Harry makes his appearance before Norman Osborn? Watch out, man. I love the book. I actually really enjoy the cover. I've heard some people not enjoy it as much, but I like this cover. You always seem to find it faded. Again, those reds always seem to fade. Love it, love it, love it. I can't stress enough. I do enjoy this book. I think there's room to grow. Dual first appearance for a nice Silver Age Spidey key. Now, we've got 1 book left. And again, there is an 11th book over at comicbookinvest.com if you want to check out that honorable mention. And again, thanks to them for putting this list together. And I am taking this list and giving it to you. Of course, it's all opinion. And we would love to hear your opinions in the comments, not only about the list, but what other lists would you guys like to see? And we'll put them together for you. And hopefully you enjoy them. So the last on our list, number 1. This is Strange Tales 89. First appearance of Fin Fang Foom, who is strongly rumored to show up in the Shang-Chi movie. This is already an expensive book, but what we've seen with Mephisto, which was just based on speculation, similar to this, we haven't seen the growth in this book that we saw in the Mephisto book. So why not see if you can grab this in low grade and see what happens. Love the cover. He's on the cover, which is always great, always helps the book. So why not take a stab at it? What the hell? Just spend $1,000 real quick on this and see what happens. That's it for our list. And again, I do want to thank the guys over at comicbookinvest.com. Thank you guys for watching. We do want to hear from you. If you enjoyed the list, you enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up on the way out. And as always, keep it comics.